This year's Cannes Film Festival is one of the most star-studded events of 2025. Celebs like Scarlett Johansson, Kristen Stewart, they're making their directorial debuts on top of a lineup of highly anticipated films featuring huge names like Tom Hanks, Denzel Washington. The list goes on and on. So joining that list this morning and joining us live from Cannes with a behind-the-scenes look into the festival is our film critic, Rad. Great to have you, Rad. How are you?
I'm good, Kelsey. How are you doing?
I'm really good. Listen, there's been a lot of talk on social media about the dress code at this event. You say it's been a big topic for a number of years. So what are you seeing happening this year?
Well, I mean, so this year, Cannes instituted a new rule about women not wearing long trains on the red carpet so that they don't clog up the stairwell, clog up the flow of traffic on that red carpet. And look, like, this is the latest in a line of Cannes policing what people wear, specifically what women wear. I mean, you might remember that, like, years ago, like, they used to enforce that women wear high heels on the red carpet. And then you had, like, women like Julia Roberts and Kristen Stewart, you know, in protest, taking off their heels and walking barefoot across the carpet. So this new rule, with where they're saying, like, please don't wear any trains. I think this is stemming from an incident last year where there was a fight on the red carpet. You're seeing it now, where a woman was trying to unfurl her train with this artwork on the back, and then she got into a fight with security that was trying to clean up that train. So I think because of that incident, they instituted this new rule about the train, about the not having trains, which, you know, we all caught wind of when Halle Berry, who is a Cannes jury member, she said that, oh, well, I had to switch out my dress, which had a beautiful flowing train, but because of this new rule, I respected that and switched it out. But then, you know, Halle Berry respected the rules. Heidi Klum and other stars decided they're just going to ignore it and still unfurl the big long gowns.
So there's a lot of drama, obviously, on the red carpet, but another red carpet story comes with Mission Impossible, The Final Reckoning. It premiered on Wednesday, and I heard there was an orchestra to welcome Tom Cruise.
Oh my God, there was a 40-piece orchestra playing the Mission Impossible theme to welcome the last great action star on that red carpet. Before the orchestra, there was actually a quartet of beatboxers beatboxing the theme to Mission Impossible, so that was really cool. And again, all of this celebration is because, you know, Tom Cruise has landed, showing up according to dress code on that Cannes red carpet, and of course celebrating this 30-year franchise that is now coming to an final reckoning. You know, I got to catch the premiere. You know, they're basically throwing everything on screen. You know, what you expect from this movie is Tom Cruise risking life and limb. This time he's hanging off a biplane, the wind flattening his face. You could see that because he's doing it for real. And when I say they're putting everything on screen in this movie, I mean, it's a lot of movie. It's nearly 3 hours long. It's a movie that tries to do a lot of things. One of those things is to speak to the current moment. And the other thing is to, like, kind of celebrate the past by tying in story elements and characters from the franchise's beginning into this story. And it really struggles to make all of that work. It is actually a very exhausting movie, but it's a beautiful struggle celebrating what is one of my favorite action franchises of all time.
Yeah, fully agree with you there, Rad. The prequel to this one, my blood pressure was like through the roof at the end of it. So I'm looking for some resolution there. Let's talk Canadian films. What's premiering this year?
Yeah, I mean, there's four Canadian films, all of them from Quebec, all of them about the anxiety of the state of the world, the anxiety people are feeling. One of them called A More Apocalypse, about a man suffering from crippling anxiety because of the climate crisis. One of my favorites is Death Does Not Exist, which is another animated feature that is actually, the director described this as trying to turn the October crisis, that piece of Canadian history, the October crisis, as an Alice in Wonderland kind of journey into the self, where it's about an activist, a radical activist, who is weighing the consequences of not acting and the consequences of taking violent action. And it's really beautiful and insightful and thoughtful, a way of, like, grappling with what a lot of us are struggling with in kind of the state of the world today. This one dealing specifically with, like, climate crisis and wealth inequality. Another film that deals with climate crisis and wealth inequality is an animated short featuring the king of anxiety comedy in Canada, Jay Baruchel. It's featuring his voice. It's called Bread Will Walk. It's about a walking bread pandemic, essentially, where people, like, there's like a zombie-like pandemic where people are turning into bread. And, you know, it's once again grappling with the state of the anxiety over the climate crisis as well, and basically industrial farming and how that's turning us, it's mutating us and mutating our world, and basically basically, like, it's still trying to cling on to some hope in humanity in terms of the way things are right now.
Rad, anytime you hear the name Spike Lee, obviously there's a lot of hype. We're talking about that at the festival this year. So what can you tell us about this new project?
I mean, that's the one I'm most looking forward to right now. It's premiering on Monday. It's the new Spike Lee joint, reuniting him with his muse, Denzel Washington, who they haven't made a movie in nearly 2 decades. But of course, Denzel Washington being the star of like Malcolm X and He Got Game and so many other Spike Lee joints. This one is a remake of Akira Kurosawa's High and Low, which is a thriller about a wealthy man negotiating with kidnappers who accidentally took his chauffeur's child. And so basically, like, you know, the High and Low was a classic thriller. We're all excited to see the Spike Lee remix.
That's amazing. Listen, Rad, I appreciate the update from Cannes this morning. Can I also just say the view behind you? It's amazing.
You know what? I wish there wasn't clouds for you today. It's been so sunny this whole time. And then just for Canada, decided to bring some clouds over us.
That's okay. The lighting on you is spectacular. Mwah! I love it. Rad, thank you.
Thanks for having me. Talk to you soon.
Yeah, sounds great. We're going to go from